Look at this.
Looking
Awesome.
pretty.
Billy Manzo.
How you doing? So what's going on?
Oh, I'm very happy to have you. It's exciting.
Haven't seen you in a long
I
time.
know. We first met, God, years and years ago on the Hill.
96,
When you
97.
had the cigar shop.
I was a little less gray. And were you a little thinner?
I was a little thinner for sure. I was a
little
little thinner for sure.
Little thinner.
But I probably had a little more hair myself.
That's right. I know.
Thanks
I
for the
get it.
compliment. Yep.
Anytime.
And I think that's where the pizza launched.
Completely by accident. I had cooked my way through college.
Okay.
The state had said that it would be best that I start doing some food within my cigar lounge amongst 38 restaurants on Apples Avenue,
That kinda makes sense.
I had no interest in getting into food. One thing led to another. I had done some cooking for fun in Las Vegas, Nevada, picked up some of that, brought it back, started Federal Pizza Company.
What kind of cooking was it you did in Nevada?
I was working for a group affiliated with Wolfgang Puck
Okay.
out in Vegas, also working on Paramount Pictures, and I had worked on the set of Casino for a while
Awesome.
because my background was
So
film
the
and
pizza
television
idea
media.
came about just from all that.
Completely by accident. I hadn't picked up a knife and fork in maybe 16 years,
Wow.
but I cooked my way through college and didn't really know how much I knew about culinary.
So now from Federal Hill,
Yep,
it's grown into what we're going to talk about is now 2 locations.
two.
So the first location.
First one, Warren, Rhode Island.
Yep.
Warren has treated me amazing. The East Bay is a fantastic place. I had gone to the East Bay to put my time in. I had never owned a restaurant,
Right.
so I thought it was important that me and my wife is an intricate part of the business, Christine.
And she was awesome.
In the Halloween industry.
And we have to thank Christine for actually making
Thank
this happen
you.
because I couldn't
Thank
get in touch
you.
with him. I had to get in touch with her.
No
so-
shot. Come on. Are you really going to get in touch with me? I don't even
I'd
take
rather
messages.
get in touch with you, Christine. Don't worry.
Thank God, Christine. Thank God, my wife. So she put it together as usual with everything else, with my underwear and everything else. So that went well. I learned the industry. I thought I had gotten the bugs out,
Yeah.
learned the things that were important in the industry, and I'm still learning.
How long have you been in Warren?
8 years now. We're going on 9 years.
Good amount of time.
East Bay has pretty good, a lot of activity in the East Bay. A lot of things going on. And then during that time, we thought it would be best to start looking for a possible new location. We got courted by Massachusetts, Jersey, New York, Italy. All over the country we were courted because of my background
Right.
in pizza Neapolitan.
Well, you've had some great partnerships. As we can see.
I'm certified with Cinque Stagione and being very humbly asked to be on the World Pizza Champions even before, 3 years before I opened up my retail shop.
Right.
So I've traveled, competed in the World Championships in Salso and done consulting and spoken at Pizza Expo.
So it's everything pizza.
Everything. Every little bit.
So how big is the Warren location?
Warren location is about 1,500 to 1,600 square. We have seating for about 65.
Nice.
It's treated us well. It was time to look for another location.
Yeah.
We looked, as you would imagine, I pulled out all my fun information based on that
Yeah.
location out of the old POS system and picked and chose and looked at a lot of different locations around the state. And then the phone rang from a local politician, Joanne Ryan, 5th Ward,
Yeah.
and she had said, I just came from your restaurant and I think you live in my area. Have you ever looked at the Castle Cinema?
Now this is big because the Castle Cinema
Yeah.
in Providence has been an icon forever.
Forever. And I said, it's crazy because we have an appointment to see the building. in
So you
3
had already
weeks.
had an appointment.
We had an appointment lined
That's
up.
amazing.
And she said, no matter what it takes, we're going to get that building up and going. Whatever you need or whatever you think from your business background, we will make it happen. The mayor's office stepped up, unbelievable.
That's good.
Everybody has stepped up. Now we're going to take it to the final end of the project and really give it back to the people. Sometimes in business, I humbly admit to everybody, sometimes in business, if you do the right thing, all good things happen.
That's
If you
true.
really sometimes go for the money end of it, it
Yeah.
doesn't work.
That's
So we're going to open up the castle. We've been open 8 weeks. We're giving back to the community. A lot of
and
activity.
the official opening
Is tonight.
is tonight.
Is
So I'm going to be
tonight.
joining him tonight, where I can sit there and relax and enjoy some more. So
Yeah, you'll be
looking
there
forward to it.
enjoying. We're going to shove you in the kitchen. and shake
Yeah,
you right
right. I'll end up being the one washing the dishes. So
up.
you
You
know.
bet.
So that's tonight. So now let's talk about all the pizza. So
Sure.
tell us what types of pizza. What's the style?
We do Neapolitan, obviously, classic Neapolitan with a little twist. Because of my background, I don't pull the proverbial 50 or 22 kilo, 50-pound bag of flour. Rip it open, add your yeast and salt. So unlike some of the other locations out there, I create my own mix.
Nice.
So we do. I use approximately. I always have on staff about 10 to 12 different flours. I create my own mix, like an artisan baker does, and I get back to the roots of Neapolitan and also pizza.
And you're in the kitchen on a regular basis.
I am in the kitchen, very active. I have my panza made specifically for my product with the al taglio, the square. We use an incredible amount of different hydrations with the different pizzas. And I try to chalk it up this way. When you're eating a pizza from Federal Pizza, we build our product so it's almost like you're eating the plate. So
Nice.
it's artwork.
Okay.
So if you look at the pizza, it's a plate, and you're eating the artistic impression and getting the salt, and just like culinary, on that, quote, edible plate.
So
and that's what we do.
You were saying before we came in,
Yeah.
you know, the neighborhood in coming into
Absolutely.
Providence has now been becoming big fans, like the locals, the people that are living around the neighborhood, people that haven't had this style of pizza before.
You know, and I'm going to be speaking about it tonight a little bit. You know, the whole story isn't, you know, it's like with Al Forno.
Yeah.
You know, is it about the food at this point? It's not about the food. The food's consistent. It's amazing.
Right.
But it's about the memories.
Yeah.
So
It's creating that
it's
experience.
creating the experience.
Right.
And that's what they did that was priceless in the state
Absolutely.
for all of us, like guys like me.
Absolutely.
But what I've done unconsciously, and me, my wife, in the political scene in Providence, was we just put the heartbeat back in a building built in 1925.
And that building is extraordinary.
And I am a guest there.
Yeah.
I haven't I'll talk about it tonight, but I'm a guest there. So when people say, where's your new location? I can't say I'm located at 1037, 1039 Chuckstone, because they go, every single person
Yeah.
says, where the hell is that?
Yeah.
And I say, do you know the Castle Cinema? Oh, the Castle Cinema.
Exactly.
And I go,
That's Rhode Island.
and I'm a guest at the castle. So what I tried to do over the last year when I built out the castle was give it its due, cleaning it up. You can't recreate a building that's built in 1925
No.
with 19-inch concrete walls all over the place. And the amount of work that Gem Plumbing did, if people don't know that, to the building years ago
That's right.
was enough to
Forgot
bring
about
it to the
that.
point where I think I kind of polished it up.
Yeah.
I think they were a little bit before their time, which I give them an immense amount of kudos.
They've always been that, right?
Very, very much so.
Yeah.
So when I went into the building, it had, you know, radiant heat in the floor. It had bathrooms that I only needed to Windex. It had a 25-foot hood, Ansel. It had 2 walk-ins in the back. So I was quite blessed on that end. And on the other end, I had to bring in 2 Neapolitan brick ovens through the wall, 5,500 pounds each oven. I brought them Gianni and
You brought 2 of them, you
Cuntos.
said.
I brought 2 of them in, so I have 2 Gianni and Cuntos. I know the family very well. And then we had over 55 feet of UL 103 line, which is a triple-lined insulated fire-coated pipe, which is an
So
amazing
this was the
amount of
work that
run.
you had to do when you got in there to make
Yeah.
it your own. So.
Yeah.
So the castle in that neighborhood, I used to live in Mount Pleasant for a long time. I own some
Standish
property.
Avenue, I grew up.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And Mount Pleasant.
And it's coming back.
One of the things I want to give you kudos for, besides your wonderful pizza, of course,
Thank
is that
you.
the fact that
I love
going
getting
into
kudos.
that neighborhood
Yep.
to do that,
Yeah.
to, not just the building, but just that neighborhood, is such an uplifting moment.
No,
I think,
thank
for
you.
the people that live there.
Everybody's
Because-
saying it. Listen,
Yeah.
I didn't put paper, you know the proverbial paper on the windows?
Yeah.
I didn't do paper on the windows. I left all the paper down. So as I'm painting and nailing and screwing stuff into the floors, I'd hear,
Everybody wants to know what's going on. Yeah.
come on in, do you want the tour? So I got to know the building, unbelievable.
Yeah.
And what's really crazy, and I'll show you tonight when you come by, is I'll show you the original vaudeville stage. It's in the back. It's still there. People come in, I put them center stage, I go turn around, and they're blown away. The
That's
stage is still
unreal.
there. And it's in fairly good shape from 1925. So
unreal.
I think I'm a guest in the building. I've done the best I can to give the building its life again. And in the end, the people within the community are going to do something that they haven't had done in a long time, and that's build memories again.
Exactly.
And if we can get
Those
young
experiences,
families in
yeah.
there to build memories,
Yeah.
because everybody who comes in says, that's where I had my first kiss, or that's where I sat with my first boyfriend, or that's where we saw Rocky, like me. And I went every Saturday for $1. I think
so
I saw it
cool.
36 times, me and my friends, and you can't beat the memories.
Right.
And no matter who you are and how old you are, and if you want to be the president or a priest or a doctor or whatever, it's about the memories in the end.
So let's circle back to the pizza
Sure.
before we close out. So how many different pizzas do you have?
We have approximately probably 13 designer pizzas on the menu, and then we do taglio. We do a copy of that. So we do about 13, 14 square classic Roman, quote, Sicilian pizzas. And that's a different type of mix
And
in
I know
aging
that-
on the dough.
I know that you mentioned earlier, my good friend Kate out here has to have gluten-free. Gluten-free is
Hey,
definitely
you
not
eating
some-
gluten-free still? Okay, we got your gluten-free tonight.
No, you just made her day. So you got the gluten-free, 13 different styles. What's the most popular? What's the most popular pizza right now?
You know what? If you're gonna go into a pizza place, doing the things that I attempt to do, you just gotta order a cheese or a margarita pizza, because everything starts with the foundation.
Yeah.
And if you go into a place and you're on all these crazy pizzas and you can't get the margarita down,
Then you got issues.
you better chalk it up. That's
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah.
But with my stuff, we do a little bit of a twist. The Neapolitan pizza traditionally is a little wetter,
Okay.
a little bit more wet. Like a lot of people, when you cut it, the pan or dish is a little wet.
Okay.
Mine isn't that wet. I have a very high hydration on the dough, which gives a lot of cell structure, so the softness of the dough.
Yeah.
We use a combination of 3 different tomatoes, and then a combination of 3 different tomatoes again on the square pie. Baccio Cheese Company, with a gentleman by the name of Peter Gallant, has been unbelievably supportive of my brand. Cinque Stagioni, Caputo family of cheeses in Chicago. So
Wow.
you saw my other chef's coat.
Yeah.
So I get an immense amount of sponsors. Their signs are on my building. And the best part of my project is we're going to be affiliated with my nonprofit 501c3 Chefs Feeding Kids. So I'll have to come back and talk to you
Yeah,
about
I'd
that,
love to hear more
because there's
about
not
that.
enough of time.
Absolutely. We'd
You
love
know,
to hear more about
because
that.
Joanne is going to get on.
That one. Yeah, absolutely.
boss.
We gotta bring Joanne. So, real quick, what's your favorite pizza?
Listen, I tell everybody the same thing. Your favorite pizza, pizza's happy food. It's fun food.
Right.
My favorite pizza is when I'm with my family, my wife and my daughter, anywhere in the
Creating
country,
that
not just mine,
Yeah.
and going, you know what? You want to have a pie? It doesn't have to be mine, but I think mine's pretty good. I like yours, Joe. Yours is very good. She's in the other room right now. I like your pizza.
So, is there,
Thank you.
is there one of yours? Like, what's yours? When you're in your place, what's your one?
I
Is it
like.
ice cream?
I'm a huge. I love dehydrated. We dehydrate some goat cheese, so I love dehydrated white pie, little goat cheese and mushroom with a little white winter truffle oil.
Anything with truffle and mushroom.
Yeah, I
I'm
love
sold on.
truffle. Right.
Well, it was awesome to have you.
You too.
Greatly,
It was
greatly
awesome to
appreciate
see you.
Thank you. I'll see you tonight. I'm looking
Okay.
forward to it.
See you
Try some
later.
of the pizza.
Okay.
Thanks, Bill.
Think Federal Pizza.